Hello everybody, this is Joseph here. Before we start this conversation, can you please like the video and subscribe? So let's get into it. The topic today is the metaverse. The dangers of the metaverse. So, as you probably already know, the metaverse is basically a virtual world that's able to mix into our reality, or a gaming world, or it could be designed in any way programmers would like it to be designed. But we are missing the most important issue here. There's a lot of issues that come into play because the metaverse, not only will it contribute to positive things, but there's also consequences. So those issues I would like to address right now to you is one, I feel like the metaverse will be a threat to global governments. The reason I say this is because the metaverse is basically like creating another world. You know, it's like stepping into another planet. Therefore, the problem with this is that the metaverse will create new organizations, new governments, and perhaps secret organizations, which could be a threat because you can have a mixture of different people from different countries, which is nothing wrong. But think about it. What if these mixtures of groups are actually figures, people in politics working together in hidden groups and trying to create, have an interest, anything to dealing with money, with currencies. And this could be a big threat to a lot of governments. So I find that as a big issue. Another problem with the metaverse is that I honestly feel, in my opinion, I feel like it's going to create new currencies, and it will be a threat to cryptocurrency and also to physical paper money. Because it's how I said, stepping into another world is basically, it's reorganizing itself. It's creating new societies, new organizations. And it's pretty scary because in our reality, we have our government institutions already in place, governing us. And the scary part is that in these virtual worlds, in the metaverse, we don't have governments put into place, which is scary to me. And even if we did, this endless world of possibilities in the metaverse, you can't control people from different countries creating secret organizations and having hidden agendas, which is very bad. And, I feel like the metaverse and our physical reality will eventually crash. And this is a big threat for governments because it will crash. Because you have governments or hidden organizations created in the metaverse, and it will crash with our physical governments and our physical reality. But the big threat is that in the metaverse, everything moves at a faster pace. And remember, you have the help of artificial intelligence in the metaverse. So, it's going to create so many problems. And it's definitely going to change the world that we live in today. So, this is definitely an issue that I wanted to raise up. And I hope that somehow, world governments are able to somehow play a big part in this role, because if they don't, things will get out of hand very quickly. So as we know now, many companies are racing, trying to develop their own metaverse. But the scary part is that, there's going to be particular people in power that will have all these power in the metaverse. Look at Facebook. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. I have nothing against the guy. I mean, he's a genius for making Facebook, right? But look at the consequences. Just with Facebook itself, look at how Facebook went. You know, a lot of people feel unsafe about Facebook. And that's why they changed their name to Meta in the first place, right? So now imagine the metaverse. You know, it's basically like they're playing God, you know, trying to create their own reality. How do you think that would turn out? I don't think it'll turn out that great, honestly. But you could tell as of now, you know, they're trying to persuade everybody about this metaverse because, you know, they have legal issues. They're in heat right now. And that's the only card they could play, sadly, right? But don't get me wrong, the metaverse is the future, you know? It is the future. But remember, we are stepping into a time that we have never stepped into before. And we really need to be smart about this move that we're making as a society. Because remember, artificial intelligence is on the rise and technology is just rapidly moving faster and faster. And it's hard for governments to come up with regulations and stay up to date with technology. And that's why I felt it was very important to share these dangers, you know, that I thought, you know, that I felt like I had to express myself to. And I'm sure you guys could think of other scenarios that things could go wrong with this metaverse, you know? I mean, think about it. AI creating their own metaverse, you know, having their own power over you, because you're stepping into another world. It's like stepping into a portal, you know? It's like stepping into something that you can't control. And that's scary to me. Because, you know, there's nothing better than our physical reality, living in this world. But it's crazy how fast the world is transitioning into something way beyond we can't even imagine. But I would like to hear from you guys. You know, comment below. I want to hear what you guys think about this metaverse and the consequences that we might face in the future. You know, speak up, speak out. Don't be afraid to speak your mind, because at the end of the day, nobody's going to save us but ourselves. Thank you. Please subscribe.